Hi guys, welcome back to Gardaphil. Today, let's watch a Canadian science fiction film, It Stains the Sands Red, released in 2016. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. Las Vegas is now a vast desert under the onslaught of a zombie apocalypse. To leave this place, Nick and his girlfriend Molly drive to the nearest airport. Molly's an alcoholic, and soon she feels nauseous. When he sees that his girlfriend is about to vomit in the car, he has to urgently pull over to the side of the road. When Molly is comfortable and gets into the car, the two discover that their wheels have sunk deep into the sand and the car can't start. Nick tries to call his friend to come rescue them, but the signal in the desert is extremely poor. As he is trying to connect with his friend, Molly suddenly shouts loudly, reminding him of a zombie roaming the street. Nick panics and grabs his gun, accidentally dropping his phone on the ground. He's trying to kill the zombies. Although the zombie falls to the ground due to his injury, because it is not hit in the head, it is able to quickly get up and rush towards them. By this time, it has been out of ammo. At Molly's reminder, the two can only hide in the car in a panic. At first, both of them think this zombie can't break their car windows, it will get discouraged and leave. But when it's dark, the zombie can still determine not to leave, because it is a dead person, it doesn't know what tiredness is. After learning that Nick accidentally dropped his phone in the car, Molly gets into an argument with her boyfriend. At this time, the two quickly discover that it is extremely quiet outside the car window. To get a phone to call for help, the two venture out of the car. Molly, with a flashlight in hand, quickly finds the phone. However, at this time, Nick is suddenly attacked by the zombie. Seeing her boyfriend being bitten, Molly feels extremely scared and helpless. Molly immediately goes back to the car to collect her things. Molly kicks the zombie that is rushing towards her and then opens the car door to escape. The next day, Molly wanders a desert alone. She follows the map on her phone to go to the airport. The phone suddenly picks up. Molly successfully contacts Jimmy. After learning that Molly can't make it to the rendezvous point on time, Jimmy simply hangs up. Molly has no choice but to continue aimlessly towards the airport. The thing that makes Molly feel the most despair is that at this exact moment, she has her period. Molly, with a dull and tired mind, keeps moving forward. That night, she decides to spend the night here alone and is suddenly attacked by the zombie. After desperately fighting the zombie, there's nowhere to run. Molly could only temporarily climb a cliff not far away. Due to exhaustion, Molly quickly passes out in the dark. The next day, when Molly wakes up, she discovers that the zombie cannot climb the rock she is lying on. It stalks her with its stinking teeth and sharp dirty nails. After learning that the zombie is following her because of the blood in her body, Molly uses her tampon to distract it. But because she's wearing high heels, when she tries to get off the rock, Molly trips. The zombie, after enjoying her tampon, immediately runs toward the fallen Molly. Molly immediately gathers her things and continues to leave. At first, Molly thought the zombie couldn't keep up with her because she's going faster. But Molly is a human. She quickly runs out of stamina, and the zombie is not a human, it persists in following her. Molly begins to feel fear. In addition, her period makes her body filled with the smell of blood, which is the reason why the zombie always follows her. After a long journey, Molly finally arrives at an abandoned cabin and is completely exhausted. She immediately lies down on the bed and rests. When Molly wakes up again, she discovers that the zombie has entered the house. To avoid the scary zombie, Molly sneaks into the bathroom. Although the scorpion crawls on top of her, Molly didn't dare scream. Thanks to the plastic curtain in the shower, Molly finally manages to escape the harassment of the zombie. When she sees the zombie is gone, Molly slowly stands up and leaves the wooden house. However, she doesn't go far when she discovers the zombie is still following her. She takes advantage of the zombie's slowness to escape from it again and again. The next day, Molly suddenly receives a text from Ginny. He learns that because the plane's engine explodes, the evacuation from this place will leave for another day. Molly finds hope again. She climbs the sand dunes to absorb the path. However, HUD extinguishes her hope again. At this time, the sandstorm appears in the desert. During the sandstorm, she tries to escape the zombie's pursuit and eventually falls into a coma. Luckily, When Molly wakes up, there is a pickup truck on the road. Thanks to the help of the two men in the car, Molly is brought into the car. Since Molly's backpack is swept away by a sandstorm, these two kind men help her find it. But when she's looking in the rear view mirror, she sees a picture clipped next to it belonging to a black father and son. Molly immediately senses danger. She sees blood on the back of the seat. Molly is aware of the danger, but she's not only forced to tell the exact location of the airport, they are also intending to rape her, even though she's on her period right now. At this moment, the zombie that is buried by the sandstorm suddenly stands up. It rushes over and attacks the perverted man. Another man quickly gets into the car and runs away. For now, Molly is safe for the time being. Everything that just happened to her is like a dream. All the belongings on the car fall. Molly regains her sanity. She quickly takes water and food, even towing the inflatable boat in the desert. At this moment, Molly sees the zombie still chasing her. She suddenly felt extreme pain and despair. While walking past, the damaged tires were blown away. Molly comes up with a plan. She has to put all her belongings in the inflatable boat, and the tire is on the zombie's head. Although the zombie is extremely slow, Molly feels more comfortable, and she doesn't have to bring things by herself. Over the next few days, she tries to communicate with the zombie. She discovers that she has a deep connection to it. The zombie can't answer her questions, so Molly talks to herself. She tells the zombie her own thoughts and gradually realizes the value of family. Molly is actually jailed for drug and alcohol abuse. Molly's child is only raised by her older sister. This is the pain Molly never wants to repeat. In order not to let the zombie slow her progress towards the airport, Molly decides to tie it up in the desert. But Molly discovers that when she leaves, the zombie screams in agony and desperation. Molly realizes she has made this zombie her companion and decides to go back to release it. She tries to negotiate with the zombie about the terms of this journey. What Molly didn't expect is the zombie actually obeys her orders. It doesn't rush and then attack her. That night, Molly sadly tells the zombie about her son. The zombie is also silent with a sad expression. After much trouble, Molly finally arrives at the airport. When she sees the approaching military convoy, Molly panics and pulls the zombie aside to hide. Molly wants to trick the soldiers and not let them come near to investigate. But the zombie doesn't understand her intentions. It rushes out into the street without hesitation. At Molly's plea, the soldiers don't want to pry and decide to get into the car and leave. However, before they leave, they still shoot the zombie's leg, making it unable to stand up. The zombie accidentally injures Molly while struggling. Her finger is infected with a virus from the zombie. Molly can only leave it alone on the road and uses a large rock to smash the hand that is bitten. After dressing the wound, Molly puts the zombie on the inflatable boat while she drags it on the road. The airport is not far away. Molly excitedly talks to the zombie, but she soon discovers the zombie is weak. Not wanting her companion to die in long-term pain, Molly uses a large rock and smashes its head. At the airport, she sees Jimmy's sports car. After confirming that it is Molly, Jimmy stops pointing the gun at her. Although their plane is quickly repaired, Crazy Jimmy makes a decision that makes Molly scared and desperate. In the end, Molly can't follow Jimmy and the others to Mexico. Molly is left behind. She quickly contacts her sister to talk to her son. Through the child's frightened voice, Molly learns that her sister has been killed by a zombie. Her son is also stuck in the house for several days. So, to save her baby, Molly decides to go back to town in the sports car Jimmy left behind. But she discovers that the key is not in the car. Remembering what Jimmy had said before, Molly plucks up the courage to open the locked door. Despite successfully killing 2 zombies, she still can't find the car keys. Molly continues to move forward and faces the 3rd terrifying zombie. Molly falls to the ground in fear. Fortunately, before being bitten by the zombie, Molly uses the electric drill next to her to kill it. The blood from the zombie drips onto her face, and Molly successfully finds the car key in the zombie's hand. Molly drives to find her son, and along the way she thinks about everything she's been through. The only thing Molly wants most is to save her baby. When she returns to town, she finds that the place has long since fallen to ruin. After going to her sister's house, Molly is devastated when she learns that her sister has set herself on fire after being bitten by a zombie. Fortunately, at this point, Molly hears noises in the toy room and finds her son hiding there. After expressing her apology to the child, the mother decides to run away with her son. Facing the large number of zombies standing at the door, Molly is no longer afraid. She is reincarnated to protect her dear son. She takes the shovel and rushes towards the zombies.